There's this idea that you need to feel confident before you move, before launching that dream, before applying for the job, before shooting your shot with that fine man. You ready to slide to his DMs. But babe, that's the confidence con. You're waiting for a feeling to give you permission to act. But confidence doesn't come first. It comes from action. Speak to yourself like someone you love every day. Ready to speak to your next level self like she's already here? The Self-Love Script is your free guide to bridge the gap between where you are and who you are becoming, with affirmations that actually feel real. Download it now. Link's in the show notes. Main character alert. You've been waiting to feel confident before you make your move, but let me keep it real. That wait until you're ready mindset, it's a straight up confidence con, and you've been sold it at full price with no refunds. Confidence is built in the doing, not in the planning, not in waiting for the perfect time, and certainly not in the feelings. We're flipping the script on the lie that's been holding you back. I'm breaking down the science behind the struggle and giving you real strategies to build confidence that's unshakable, even when your inner critic is acting up. Let's go, queen. It's time to move like you belong where you've been dreaming of going. Welcome to Confident and Empowered, the Encourage Over Everything show, the bold, dripping in love space where main character energy isn't just a vibe, it's your new way of life. I'm your host, Letitia Hopkins, your favorite life, love, and relationship coach, here to help you stop performing, start embodying, and fully step into the spotlight of your most aligned, unapologetic self. This is your show, your season, your era. Let's make it legendary. Let's take it back into time. Cue the Blackstreet vibes. To know me is to know my brain works in song lyrics and movie quotes. Remind me, though, to listen to some Blackstreet later on because they had the jams. Okay, I digress. But let me ask a serious question. I'm asking for a friend. What kind of double Dutch jumper were you back in the day? Okay, if you don't know what double Dutch is, I'm going to need you to go and Google it right now and then holla back. But for those who are all about the double Dutch gang, did you jump in right away? Were you hesitant or did you wait forever trying to catch the perfect rhythm? No shade, no judgment, but how you approach that moment may say a lot about your relationship with confidence. Side note, everything is about relationships. Where you are in relation to it, whatever it is. Now, waiting for confidence keeps you in a cycle of pause. And that, my friend, is very much giving background energy, backseat energy, even. You hesitate because you don't feel confident, but you don't build confidence either because you're not taking action. So you wait and wait and wait some more, thinking maybe one day I'll feel ready. But then that day never comes. It's not a pause, it's a pattern. And the more you delay, the more you train your brain to fear the very thing you are meant to do. This isn't just costing you time, it's costing you momentum, opportunities, and alignment. Your future self is on the other side of action. But waiting keeps you orbiting the life you could be living while slowly settling into the one you never even wanted. The longer you wait to feel ready, the further you get from the version of you who's already prepared. And you don't need to feel ready to actually be ready. You just need to move. Here's the truth. Confidence is not the starting line. It's the finish line of consistent, courageous choices. Imperfect action is welcome, required even. And if you're waiting to feel confident before you take action, you could be waiting nothing short of forever because confidence doesn't show up until you do. It's built through practice, through proof, through doing the thing and realizing I can handle this. Too many women confuse confidence with certainty, but you don't need to be certain. You just need to be in motion. Now, friend, let me give you a little backstory because chances are confidence is something you've already had. This is for the woman who keeps comparing herself to picture perfect moms on Instagram without seeing the tears behind the filter. It's the MVP in the room, but still afraid to speak up. It's the one who has a dream, but won't chase it until she knows every step. Here's the reminder: you've had confidence before. That means you can access it again. One of my clients used to describe herself as bold and adventurous. She once couch surfed with strangers, no less. One of my clients used to describe herself as bold and adventurous. She once couch surfed with strangers, no less, while building her music career. No fear, just pure fire. And now she doubted she ever even had courage. But all she needed was to borrow belief from the past version of herself who had the guts to leap. Trust me, couch surfing definitely required courageous choices, okay? And I'm sure a whole lot of Jesus. Now, whether or not that's your cup of tea, it just goes to show confidence isn't always built. Sometimes it's borrowed from someone who believes in you or from a version of you who already was her. What if you stopped trying to create something new and just reclaimed what you already had? When were you bold and courageous? When was it nobody could tell you nothing because you were fearless? It's time to dust off that 2006 version of you or whatever timeline she was on and tap into that level of confidence you had and build on it today. Friend, you know there's more for you: more confidence, more clarity, more alignment. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself what you really want. And it's time to reconnect, to remember who you are before the doubt, the pressure, and the perfectionism took over. The Main Character Energy journal prompts are your daily invitation to step back into your power, to get honest, to dream boldly, to see yourself again. This is where the identity shift actually begins. Not just with words, but with truth, with self-awareness, with you. Start your journaling journey today and write your way back to the most magnetic, aligned, and unstoppable version of yourself. You are not just chasing your next era, you are being her. Grab the Main Character Energy journal prompts now in the link in the show notes, okay? All right, friend, let me give you a little science behind the struggle. Our brains are wired for negativity bias. 10 compliments, one criticism, and guess which one sticks? Confidence feels fragile because your brain magnifies doubt, fear, and all the little negative things. Psychologist Albert Bandura called it self-efficacy, which is your belief in your ability to succeed, because confidence can't thrive without belief. And then there's the stress impacts that your nervous system takes on and alters your self perception. The more roles you juggle, the more your system short circuits. You are not broken, babe. You are conditioned. But guess what? Conditioning can be reversed. Speaking of conditioning, let's talk about a living legend, Aja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces. Listen, if you are anything like me and love you some sports, hey, sports girly. To know me is to know my favorite sport is basketball, and women's basketball is on fire. these days. So if you are for not So if you are not familiar with Aja Wilson, let me break it down for you. She is an MVP record breaker, straight up champion. But even at the top, she was overlooked, undervalued, and underpaid. She spoke up about colorism, erasure, and bias in sports. She didn't wait to be celebrated. She conditioned her confidence. She didn't shrink. She didn't beg. She built her own lane and owned it. And now, two-time WNBA champion, two-time MVP, Olympic gold medalist, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP, just to name some of her incredible accolades. She is proof you don't need applause to be excellent. You don't need permission to be powerful. You just need to show up and let your work speak. Asia's main character energy reminds us you don't need to be noticed to be necessary. Okay. Confidence isn't a vibe, it's a decision. Let's build it. You become confident by embodying it right now. And I've got just a tool to help you do exactly that. The Main Character Confidence Checklist is your free glow up guide to help you walk in rooms more confidently, speak up louder, and show up like the star you are. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works because confidence isn't about faking it. It's about remembering who you are. Download the checklist now using the link in show notes, and baby, don't just check the boxes, own them. All right, friend, now let me give you this self-love two-step because everybody loves a good two-step. I love the two-step because everybody can do it, and it always gets the party started. So here is your self-love two-step. Condition your confidence. Every time you take aligned action, you build the muscle. So, step one, define your confidence anchors. Choose 3 daily habits that ground and hype you up, and do them even when you don't feel like it. Actually, especially when you don't feel like it. So think of 3 habits. And if 3 feels like too many, start with 1 or 2. But choose a few daily habits that actually ground you and hype you up. So if you are anything like me and you love music, give yourself some time throughout your day to have yourself a little mini dance party. You know, if your favorite song comes on, get up and shake a tail feather, okay? Because after you have danced to your favorite jam, your confidence is going to be feeling through the roof. So, what other habits can you do that actually make you feel grounded or just hype you up? One of my other favorites is the Superman pose. There's so much science that proves that standing in the Superman pose helps you exude confidence. So give that a try anytime your confidence is feeling a little shaky. And of course, there's things like meditation that can always ground you and help bring you back center. So, what are a few of your daily habits that you're going to incorporate in your day to help you ground and also hype you up? Okay. Be your own hype man. And then step two, create your worst day ritual. Okay, friend, let's talk about this because no, I am not saying bring on the worst days. Okay. What I'm saying is let's be prepared in the event a worst day should happen to show up. And to be honest, I have had very few worst days. I have had some worst moments, but I do my best not to allow those moments take over my whole day. But in the event that a worst day shows up, what is your fallback move when the vibes are low? That's what we need. You need to have some things in your back pocket that you can pull on when the worst happens to be upon you. Just do one thing. Is it say an affirmation, write a win, or just place your hand on your heart and take a deep breath? But have a worst day ritual. That way, when the worst happens to be upon you, you have some things to help you level set and get you back on track. so that it actually doesn't take over your whole day. So stack the wins, train the system, let confidence grow. Let me pour into you real quick. Look, if you are listening right now thinking, but Letitia, I don't believe in myself right now. Friend, I say this with my hand on my heart. I see you. I hear you. I've been you. And here's what I want you to know. Even if your self belief is shaky and you don't believe in you yet, heavy on the yet. I want you to have confidence and believe in the one who made you. Have confidence in God, the universe, source, and your divine assignment. The fact that the dream is in you means it's already for you. You are not crazy, you are called. You were never expected to do this alone. And just because you feel shaky doesn't mean you are not still chosen. Borrow confidence from your creator until you can walk in your own. Let your faith carry you where your self belief is still growing because confidence might waver, but calling is eternal. So keep going, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, even if all you can do is whisper yes and take one small step forward. You are not, nor have you ever been, unsupported. You are divinely backed. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to show up. Borrow faith until your belief catches up. Confidence may waver, but calling is eternal. I know that confidence carries a lot of weight, but listen, confidence is not coming to save you. You are here to create it. Every brave breath, every boundary, every step in faith, that's how confidence is built. You don't have to feel fearless 24/7. You just have to choose courage on repeat. Sometimes that looks like baby steps or one small step, but a step of any size is what builds momentum. So stop waiting, stop stalling, because your future self, she's already moving. She's waiting for you to catch up. So let's make it official. Say this with me, or place your hand on your heart and just let me speak over you. I am the main character of my life. I don't wait, I walk. I don't ask, I act. And I move like my future already knows I'm coming. Because guess what? Your confidence era, it starts with this step, and you just took it. And just like that, queen, another layer of your glow up activated. But don't just listen, live it, because main character energy isn't just a vibe, it's a decision. And you just made it. Want to keep this energy going? If something in today's episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Fix another queen's crown. Share it, review it, or send it on with love. Whatever feels aligned. Your words, your stars, they help this message reach even more hearts and many more glow-ups. When you share this show, you are not just spreading encouragement, you are reminding another woman she always had the power. We are rewriting stories, raising standards, and showing the world what empowered love really looks like. So remember, when you show up for you first, everything else aligns. Until next time, walk in your power, love out loud, and keep showing up like the main character you were born to be. Say it with me now. I am the main character of my life. I lead with love and I rise on purpose. All right now, friend, let's go. Your era isn't coming, it's arrived. And you already know how we do it around here. We don't settle, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything.